Hey, everybody, and welcome to my home, and welcome to the full moon eclipse. I've got lots to share with you about that. In last week's forecast, I talked about where the lunar eclipse fell in your solar chart. Uh, Today, I'm going to talk about what's going on in your solar chart. And for those of you who have asked questions about the wolf moon, the blood moon, the super moon, let me just very quickly answer them. Oh, by the way, this is the week of January 21st. 2019, didn't quite get there. And my full moon ceremony is Monday, January 21st, because in the Eastern time zone, this lunar eclipse occurs at 12:16 a.m. on Monday the 21st. Today is the 20th, and some of you have already experienced the lunar eclipse because you're further west than the Eastern time zone. Okay, let's just briefly talk about it. The wolf moon is the first full moon of the new year, okay? And there's a lot you can find out about that online. It is the symbology that is so important to so many people. The blood moon is biblical. It talks about the end of times. There it is. It's a super moon because this full moon is closer to the earth than it has been in many, many years. When it is close to the earth, it's in perigee, it is bright. It is 30 times brighter than normal. And of course, it will be red, and it will be visible in North America and South America. So we're going to call it the super blood wolf moon. And to me, it's a full moon and an eclipse. Now let's talk about the effects of eclipses. Some of you know, in my opinion, the planets do not make us do anything. They reflect what's going on in our lives, as above, so below. And so when I say we feel the effects of an eclipse, that's in quotes because the eclipse doesn't bring about effects. It reflects what is going on in our lives. I hope this makes sense to you. In other words, we can't blame the planets for what's going on in our lives. We've created that. And if you know where the eclipse falls, if you know where a planet is at a given moment in time, you know how to deal with it. You know how to assist it, quote unquote, to function at its highest and best level, because that's how you are going to function at your highest and best level. I don't want to get too esoteric here. I just want to share what I have come to see, which is we are the creators of our lives. We are responsible for everything that goes on in them. If it's in our life, we want it, maybe on a subconscious level, not a conscious level. And if it's not in our lives yet, we are not yet ready for it. So with that in mind, that's my philosophy. And let's talk about this incredible full moon. It's in 0 degrees, 52 minutes of Leo. Let's call it 1 degree of Leo, okay? Now, if you have any planet or anything in your chart within 5 degrees of this, okay, from 26 Cancer to 6 Leo, this is a very powerful eclipse for you. By the way, whenever you have an eclipse on your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, to me, this is a new life eclipse. And that ties in with the biblical references because it is a new life for you without leaving the body. And normally, now here again, I'm going to put this in quotes, We feel the effects of an eclipse about a week before it occurs, so we've already been feeling this. And until the next pair of eclipses come along, because they usually occur in pairs, around 5 to 6 months later, but they're at their peak of influence 3 to 4 months after they occur. So I'm going to remind everybody, I'm going to remind you when it's time to once again re-examine not just the solar eclipse that we had earlier this month, but this lunar eclipse, which, my goodness, is awesome. So, okay, the new moon, the solar eclipse, was January 5th. And of course, the full moon, the lunar eclipse, is either today, Sunday the 20th of January, or tomorrow, the 21st. Okay. Now, let me mention this also. These eclipses are incredibly important because they reflect important events in our lives. And if you have a new life eclipse, you will feel the effects much longer than your everyday average eclipse. Okay, and this is why if you have not yet gotten your New Year's special from me, your forecast for the coming year, you may want to go ahead and do it while it's still available the month of January. These eclipses are markers in your life. And we have 2 more in July, 1 more in December, and the second in that pair is January of 2020. I include all of them in your forecast, in my New Year's special. So my website is MaxineTaylor.com. It's all there on the first page. What I think I'm going to do right now is talk about the new moon and the full moon, and then get into what else is going on, because it's so up right now. We're so taken with the lunar eclipse. I'm going to talk first about where the new moon, the solar eclipse, fell on the 5th of the month. And then, of course, the lunar eclipse today and tomorrow. Aries, the solar eclipse triggered your career and your advancement in your career. This full moon lunar eclipse triggers your social life and your creative side. Isn't that marvelous? Taurus, the solar eclipse triggered your higher mind, and you're seeing options you didn't see before, maybe thinking of travel. This lunar eclipse, however, says stay home and spend time at your home sweet home with hopefully your family, sweet family. Deal with domestic issues. Gemini, the new moon, the solar eclipse, emphasized that this is a time of total transformation for you and of a new way of helping other people get their values together. The lunar eclipse says express your ideas, share your ideas. Are you writing a book, or do you have a blog? Do you have a YouTube channel? Get out there and share your ideas with everybody. Cancerians, the lunar eclipse put your attention on other people, especially those who are closest to you. And the lunar eclipse right now brings your finances to a head. Remember, things come to a head on the full moon. I think that's a good thing, because issues that have been on hold now can be dealt with. And this can bring more money for you, Cancerians. Leo, the solar eclipse triggered your work, and you were making new strides in your work. And this weekend's full moon, the lunar eclipse, says you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. You are taking charge of you. Virgo, the solar eclipse triggered children and fun and all creative projects. This weekend's lunar eclipse has you pulling back, retreating, and getting your ducks in a row behind the scenes. Libra, the solar eclipse emphasized home, family, real estate issues, and this weekend's lunar eclipse says put your attention on humanitarian projects, spend time with your friends, and be a friend to all. Scorpio, the solar eclipse really fired up your thinking and your ability to communicate. And this weekend's lunar eclipse helps you move upward in your career. Advancement is yours. Sagittarius, the solar eclipse started you thinking about money and probably helped you create more. And this weekend's lunar eclipse has you spreading your wings and soaring, which is what you do because you want freedom. And that's what you're looking at, the big picture. Are you thinking of going back to school, higher education? That ties into Capricorn. The solar eclipse had you saying, I'm doing it my way or the highway. And this weekend's full moon, this weekend's lunar eclipse, helps you help others get their values in a row. And you are undergoing a personal transformation as a result. Aquarius, the solar eclipse had you saying, go away world, I want to be on my own. Whereas this weekend's lunar eclipse has you out there dealing one-on-one with people, and you love being with them, especially those who mean the most to you. And lastly, Pisces, the solar eclipse triggered the humanitarian in you and triggered your desire to be with your friends and be a friend to all. And this weekend's lunar eclipse has you getting down to business. It's time to work. It's time to take care of your health if you have been putting off any projects in that area. And it looks to me like things are going to be moving along beautifully. So that's the way you might look at these eclipses, solar and lunar. What I'm sharing here dovetails what I'm sharing with you in your personal forecast. Now, let's talk about what else is going on for each sign this week, January 21st, 2019. Well, Aries, you are doing your thing your way, and this is going to continue all through January. You too see the big picture, and you're ready to spread your wings and soar, just like I described for Sagittarius with that eclipse. You're doing what you want when you want, and you're expanding all of your horizons. You're moving upward in your career, and don't forget how important your friends are. They are the center of your life now. Taurus, you need solitude and privacy, and you're saying, go away. I get more done when I'm alone. I'll take my own company. Thank you very much. Your love nature is undergoing a transformation, and you may be helping other people financially to get their ducks in a row. You too are seeing the big picture, and you're thinking about traveling, not necessarily doing the travel right now, but thinking about it. Love it, love it. And be the leader, move upward in your career. Gemini, your friends are everything. They mean the world to you right now. And all of your one-on-one relationships, you just love them. You're spending time with people you love to be with, so of course you love them. And you're re-examining joint financial arrangements while you too are seeing the big picture and looking to expand your life in every way. Cancerians, you're the leader, and you're saying, I'm in charge, don't mess with me. And you are the leader right now, so don't let them mess with you. Move upward. Your work looks good, your health looks good, your relationships with other people, terrific. You're getting out there and meeting other people, so if you are in sales, this is a terrific time for you. And your whole ego is undergoing a transformation right now. I love it. Leo, well, lots of people expanding their horizons now, and you're one of them. You are really taking a stand for your beliefs, and you will go toe-to-toe with anyone who challenges you. Your kids mean the world to you, and it's time for fun and creative projects. Your health is improving, and you are getting out there and being with other people in a way you never have before. Virgo, you are keeping your passions, perhaps even your anger, very close to your chest. You're not expressing them. You are able right now to truly help people, particularly financially. My only suggestion is don't beat them over the head with your ideas. Does that make sense? I hope so. And home and family, very important to you, especially children. And it is time for you to get down to business. Cross those T's, dot those I's. It is time for you to be the analyst, the server, the worker that you are. Libra, partnership is everything to you right now. And you might say, well, that's my sign, of course. Yeah, but even more so. You see, you look at the world through loving eyes right now. It couldn't be more beautiful. Now, I know things are going on in our world that are a little bit off track. You are able to see the beauty in everything. Your home and family, of course, real important to you right now. And it is time to party. Make sure you do. Scorpio, you're throwing yourself into your job. You're able to create more money right now. Isn't that awesome? You've got terrific ideas and you want to share them, and you should. And if you can work from home, now is the time to do it, because the home, even real estate, very important now. Sagittarius, man, you're ready to party. You really are. And if you got kids, you're really focused on them. And that's good because they're focused on themselves. You love you right now. And when you love you, the world loves you. Ooh, this is so cool. I love it. You're thinking of new ways of creating money. Great. You've got great ideas. Share them. Write that book. Capricorn, your home and family, very important to you now. Are you buying a house? Are you selling a house? Are you interacting with family members? Now is the time. You want your solitude and privacy, so be sure and get it. You love it now. It charges you, it recharges you, it puts you in tune with the spirit plane. You are thinking about yourself now. That's okay. And your ability to create more money is awesome. Aquarius, you are telling it like it is. Just watch people when you speak. You might want to tone it down just a teeny bit. They look worried or scared, because you're telling it like it is. You love your friends. You love being with them, and your humanitarian side is activated so beautifully now. Again, you are keeping your ideas to yourself temporarily, and you are doing things your way because the sun is now in Aquarius. And so you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you can. And Pisces, you can create more money right now too. That's awesome. Move upward in your career. You are a loving leader. People see that. Your friends adore you, and you adore them. And it is time for you to pull back, retreat, listen to the sound of a distant melody, and enjoy your own company. So that's the way this week looks. I hope to see you at my full moon ceremony tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore in Atlanta. That's Monday. If you are not in Atlanta, just convert whatever time zone you live in or you're in at the time to Eastern and join us. Now, it's an outdoor ceremony, so everybody coming, bundle up. It may be a ceremony in which we get right to the point because it's going to be cold. Normally, I have about 40 people at a full moon ceremony. On an eclipse, I usually have double that. So get there early so you'll have a quote unquote front row seat, because I want everybody to be in the quote unquote front row. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night and being with you. And until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now, dear friends.